Girbeagly!
Hey there guys and gals, it's Girbeagly with another episode of Gaming with Girbeagly, and I'm once again playing another random one-shot from over on Itch.io. This is a game called Beneath Floes, and this looked like a really interesting title because it's what's called a twine game. I've never played a twine game or interactive fiction before, but from the sounds of it, it's just reading text and then you occasionally click stuff to advance the story. So very much like a kinetic visual novel, which I'm really familiar with, as you guys know. But this is a horror tale that's based in folklore of, I believe, some sort of like native tribe. I'm not 100% sure, I don't know much about the game, but it looked really interesting and the screenshots looked very creepy. So anyway, let's dive into this and I'm gonna tell you guys this story, whatever this is. My cousin was a deaf child. One time he went alone to the lake to take feathers from loons so that he could become a bird. Oh, interesting, I didn't know that's how you became a bird. He did not know the stories of the Qualpalik. There we go. I'm gonna probably butcher all these words because, like I said, this is like Native American or something along those lines. Who watched him from under the ice. The Qualpalik started to hum, but my cousin could not hear. He gathered all the feathers, the loose ones, even the feathers still on the loons, then turned to leave. The Qualpalik grabbed him with her long nails. She shoved him screaming into her amati and dove into the waters. I don't know what an amati is, but I don't want to be shoved into one. That's why in the summer there are always feathers on the lake. This is a true story, not a tale. Author not recorded. 1883 it says, and if I click that, we'll have 84. 83 or 84. Okay. So I can make some choices, it looks like. I'm gonna put it at 84. So click the Qualpalik. Oh, there we go. There's the title screen, guys. Beneath Floes. That is a creepy looking lady thing. Let me tell you a story. This is a story about you, but these are not your experiences. Still, I want to hear your voice. Let's start small. Do you prefer a white moon? Don't worry, there are no bad choices here. When you've made up your mind, I'll begin the story. All right, so just like the date, I think if I click white, it will change to something else. Red moon, oh cool. Blue moon. All right, I think I want to go with a blue moon. That sounds pretty neat. And now I'll begin the story. I find those beautiful, the way the town turns color under them. Okay, settle in and listen. Oh, cool, and that's awesome. The moon's blue in the distance there. 50 years ago, only a child, you wandered the shoreline in the dark season, as your mother had warned you never to. Your boots anchor in the crunchy snow. This is the shore where, in the summer, your brother caught his first fish. It hadn't been a whale, but for weeks he acted intolerable with pride. Now there's no one here, no one who could interrupt your own search. What are we searching for? Our brother, maybe? You don't reach the water before you find what you came for. A labeled can embedded in the earth, impervious to wind and ice. Your heart grows 10 sizes, filled with possibilities. It could be new or too worn. Maybe you already have this one. You seize the can. Oh, interesting. It must be recent because the snow inside is soft. Your mouth curls at a small tear on the label, but at least the art is pristine. A smiling Qualunak, I don't know what that is either, offers you canned meat product. I'm assuming like a woman or housewife or something. Do you toss this one? You consider your options. There could be better cans to take back to the settlement. Or do you hold on to? I think I want to... I'm gonna toss it. Let's keep looking. You toss the can. Your collection has too many labels that stare directly at you, like they have terrible secrets they want to share. Oh god. And it's getting uncomfortable. No more. You declare a ban on printed Qualinat. Besides, the best cans are found in the water. Probably shouldn't be going to the water. Down the shore, a dark mass lies still on the flow edge. The chance for another can draws you closer. You step forward. The ice crunches under your feet. Now, part of the reason I like this a lot is it highlights certain words and you get to click those to advance the story. It's not just like clicking anywhere on the screen does it. You like click these keywords. 1, 2. See what I mean? That's so cool that I keep clicking step and it keeps advancing it. 3 steps. An unknown other inhabits your body like an unwelcome visitor. It seizes your chest, your mind. Uh-oh, did we just get possessed? That's not good. Oh, That's creepy. You hear an ancient sound. You hear it in your bones. I don't like hearing it in my bones. Thank you, leave my bones, please. Don't like that. Oh man, creepy long arms and fingers. Another night, another story. Oh, okay, so that, we just got possessed by the Qualinot or whatever, Qualut, whatever it's called. And that was the end of that story, so this is a new one. Your mother tells you bed stories about broken shores, cannibals taller than men, fish mothers under the sea. She works in your favorite flourishes, even the silly ones. Her brother feels the Qualupalix's long black nails grip his ankles. Your mother pauses the story, seems distracted. Black or green? Blue. I'm gonna do black nails, those sound the creepiest. Then grabs your feet. Oh man, Mom, what a jokester. You jolt like a bearded seal. She got you this time. This is worse than death. Your favorite stories are about Kivyuk, because he's as strong as Superman. She knows this, but she says some stories must be told, my little aunt. Huh, okay. Brave as Superman or strong? He's gonna be as brave as Superman, yeah. You prefer this name over E51X48, the Qualinot's name for you. You never met your aunt, but your mother compares you to her often. Oh, so that's why she called this little aunt. Frost falls from the roof. Sleep comes. All right, what's my other E627X2? Okay, I guess those don't really matter that much. All right, that's fine. They're all crazy. That's the face of the thing that's creepy. Another night. Another story. Your mother tells you bed stories about endless storms, a community without anuses. What? That's not good. That you can't poop then. That's a bad thing. The origins of narwhals. Narwhals swimming in the ocean, causing a commotion. Yeah. She works in your favorite flourishes, even the vulgar ones. Her cousin hears a distant hum and runs 10 miles to rock tripe. Your mother pauses the story, raises her hands, then resumes where she left off. You expect her to tickle you or some other unfathomable act. Ever since you became conscious, you've lived with weak limbs, or with pained knees, or with frequent panic. Oh my. I'm gonna say pained knees. Sure. There's nothing, all of those are terrible. There's nothing to be done about it. She knows this and rubs your back each night to console you. It's said that your father shot a caribou and failed to kill it, but that's one person's belief. Not a well-liked individual either. The Quillick warms the house. Sleep comes. Oh my, all these stories we keep learning. Oh god, it's all the way out of the water now. So her dad, I'm assuming, like, violated some tribe law or something, like you have to kill the animals that you wound or something. I don't know. This is really interesting, though. I like sort of hearing this oral history of the tribe, this folklore. Another night, another story. Your mother tells you bed stories about loon tongues, the consequences of revenge, why the moon is cold. She works in your favorite flourishes, even the melancholy ones. Her aunt sees the Qualupalix's hooked nose before she slides down the slimy, bottomless walls of an amati. Oh god. Your mother pauses the story, leans in close. We'll find out what Mom does in a second. Bulbous nose or hooked nose? Button nose. Nah, it doesn't have a button nose. That sounds too cute. It has a creepy hooked nose. Then pulls your nose. No, it's nothing sacred. Is nothing sacred in this world. There was a time when she told these stories and didn't describe the Qualupalit. Such details were left for you to envision. Why infringe upon your young imagination? But you listen more tentatively, even eagerly, when she includes them. She knows this and adapts the stories. She covers you in blankets. Sleep comes. Thanks for all the stories, Mom. That's good. Here's that creepy humming back. You hear an ancient sound. You hear it in your bones. Please, I told you before to leave my bones alone. Oh god, that's a creepy image. 50 years ago, only a child, you encountered a Qualupalik in the dark season, as your mother had hoped you never would. She slowly pulls herself onto the flow. You can't turn your head away. The unknown other makes you step forward. 1, 2, 3 steps. You feel the terror subside. Is this a continuation of the first story, where we got possessed? Like the unknown other is making us walk forward? I think so. 4, 5, 6 steps. I don't want to get closer to this thing. You realize the truth. It spreads through you until you've always known it. Until it is the only thing you've ever known. To feel safe again. Move closer. I don't think that's the solution to feeling safe again. That does not look safe. You are near enough that she inhabits every sense. She smells like seal rot, or the drowned corpses they sometimes pull from the sea. Ugh. You're inches from her touch, inches from safety as she reaches out to take you. The unknown other flees. The fog inside your head clears. The terror you need protection from is before you. You run. Probably a good idea. But as you turn, severe pain lances your knees. Oh no, it's because we have those painful knees. You can't hold yourself up and fall quietly onto the floe where the ice burns your skin. You prepare to be taken, like in all the stories, to become only a warning for the other children. In these last moments, which are always vain, you hope the storytellers say you had courage like Superman. Or like who? Viek. I'm gonna say Superman. Superman's sweet. God. Come on, Superman, save me. A moment passes and another. The ice still burns your cheek. No nails embrace you. No Amati covers you. No water drowns you. The ancient sound fades to echoes deep in your memories. Good, get out of here, ancient sound. Oh, God, but it's still here. You crawl back from the Qualupalik, who paws after you like a caged hound. Her black nails hold to the ice. Why doesn't she follow you? Take you. You crawl further back. She can reach far. Her face is familiar, comforting. You've seen her hooked nose 100 times, beneath blankets near a warm quillic, while frost falls from the roof. This is the Qualupalik from your mother's stories. Oh, man. Did you create her with those flourishes? You feel an uncertain connection with her, like distant kin. She doesn't move. She seems wounded. Did she take on, like, the face of our mother? Is that why she's familiar and all those memories are invoked when we see her? Because that's horrible. That's terrifying. What if her mom never described the Qualupalik because she was one the whole time? That would be a crazy twist. You wonder about the hums, if they're stories she tells children, the oldest stories of all. You stole yourself from her like a thief would take food. So for her, you'll steal a different child. Oh God, are we like under her influence? We're gonna get another kid and sacrifice it to her? That became a little tense. Let me tell you a joke. Okay, thanks for lightening the mood, narrator. What do you call a penguin in Pangnirtung? I don't know what that is. Lost. Okay, great joke, man. Haha, I didn't come up with that. I found it on the internet. One of those great websites that has animated pictures. Settle in. I'll continue the story. Good God, what a mood breaker. 50 years ago, only a child, you set up a fox trap in the dark season as your father had never taught you to do. Yeah, because my father was a deadbeat from the sound of it. The steel is colder than the ground. You found this trap under the house where time and disuse buried it beneath frost. Sometimes hunters take them out on the land and return with bundles of animals to sell. The levers took a while to puzzle out, but now it's ready. Near the settlement, the dogs went... Aw, puppy noises. Near the settlement, the dogs whimper and howl on their chains. You'd heard them less and less. Oh no. I just noticed the moon is still blue in the background. I like that it keeps all of the details that we get to pick. That's really cool. Most children are at the school. A Qualunak idles in the claustrophobic spaces created by the plywood houses. You never go near them. They only smile on labels. Huh. He hoards the best comics in his hands. Superman. The cover shows Superman having some trouble with Qualunaut. What is Qualunaut? What are they? Like Americans or something like that? From the look on the comic? Something weird like that. Sometimes he doesn't wear Qualunaut clothes to hide his Krypton origins, and this gets them thoroughly flustered. You seize the comic, trying not to tear any pages. Oh, they're talking about when Clark Kent doesn't wear his Clark Kent disguise, then the humans get really weird about it. As you turn to run, the Qualunoc's face contorts into a caricature of rage, with brows curved like knives, a nose scrunched so close to his forehead that he becomes an old man. Uh-oh. Pissed off that Qualunaut. Maybe Qualunaut is like an adult or something like that, because we're a kid, so that would make sense. The Qualnock chases after you. Already, your knees flare with each impact. Every step could be the moment when your body abandons you. You push out thoughts of the Qualnock tackling you, pummeling you, telling the police as you pass between the houses out toward the shore. Qualnock follows you over a hill. You can't run anymore. You lower yourself to the ground, the most you can manage, and watch the Qualnock run toward you. Uh-oh, we're gonna get our ass kicked for stealing the comic. 1, 2, 3 steps. The Qualnock is near. 4, 5. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, shit! 6 steps. The dude stepped in our fox trap we left out. Damn! We fucked him up. That's what you get for messing with me, man. This is my comic now. This is a story about the hill you trapped the Qualnock on. It is an old story. No one alive knows the people involved. I read it in a journal kept by an anthropologist who didn't record the performer's name. 200 years ago, beneath the cold moon, 5 hunters turned into dogs to go out on the land. One hunter is crippled. She limps on a lame paw. She keeps up with the pack until they find a bear so quick it leaves no tracks. They chase the bear day and night, and the lame dog falls behind. Aw, poor puppy. The 4 dogs surround the bear, bark and snap and bare their teeth, but the 4 of them alone can't slow it down. The shadow underneath the bear grows as it leaves the ground. Damn, supernatural bear, don't mess with that. The bear reaches this hill where it shoots up to the sky. Oh, okay, it's gonna become like, you know, Ursa Major or Ursa Minor or something like that, one of the constellations. The 4 dogs follow all at once. They become luminous and chase the bear across the stars, the lame dog forever behind. I like that. Okay, so this is like the bear and the dogs chasing it, and there's the lame dog. Aw, poor dog. And left behind? Why did I tell that story? It's hard to say. The silences in the record leave many holes. Why did the dogs leave their friend behind? What did the performer want us to feel? Did the polar bear have a cute little nose? We'd have to live a century ago in that time and place, near the subtle shifts of tone in the performer's voice. See their arms wave and feel their feet stomp. It wouldn't be enough for us to inhabit the anthropologist's mind, because in their beliefs, it didn't matter who performed the story or how. The performer's words were salvage from a culture thought to be near extinction. So when we hear the story, we have to breathe into it our own modern fears and loneliness. Let me tell you what I think. I think corporations chased their engineered warmth north, where the endless sun gave them new avenues for profit. The bear knew when to get out. The dogs, being hunters and not shareholders, left their friend behind because no one wants to starve. Man, getting freaking socially deep here, man. Very philosophical. I think the crippled hunter had no choices left after the wealthy developed the environment around her, constructed it, defined her worth solely by if she could kill a bear or not. Damn. So this is sort of like speaking to the fact that other people sort of moved into native territory, took over the natives' land, and sort of crippled their tribes forever and disrespected their entire cultures. And it's really interesting. I like this game so far because it definitely, I don't know, it just really captures that essence of passing down an oral history that many tribes have done, telling these wild tales that to us seem so crazy, but were a huge form of entertainment and culture and history and myth back in the day. And some of them weren't even myth, they were just accepted as truth back then. I think that's so cool. This has been a really cool experience so far for me. And I think the distance between those stars isn't a distance of space, get it? But a warning about the future, to understand the history behind the social distances between us. But those are my tedious beliefs. Maybe those stars are ostriches. What future do I create when I tell tragedies? Here's what matters. When you trapped the Qualnock, you hadn't heard the history of the hill, so you couldn't imagine other futures. We can't know how you might have looked into the story, like a mirror, or turned away. Maybe this future will work out fine. The police don't find out, use you to justify abuse. Maybe not. But in this story, your story, you always trap the Qualnock, because that's the only reality we know. 50 years ago, only a child, you ensnared a Qualnock in the dark season, as your parents had never known you would. You try to remember how you originally imagined the situation. Did the Qualnock pass out, bow down and declare you his superior? You're not sure how to get him to the shore. The Qualnock struggles in the trap. A thought comes. What if he wants to be dragged under the sea to live forever with a woman who smells like seal rot? You decide to ask. Oh God, we're going to sacrifice him to the freaky lady. You shout after the Qualanock. The nails aren't so bad, and you get used to the fish smell. He doesn't respond. Some folks can't be reasoned with. Of course he's not going to respond favorably to that. You have some leverage because surely he wants to know the ending to the Superman comic in your hands. Also, there's a rock by your feet. Do you persuade him? A tough decision. Knock him out. Oh God, I'm gonna be the worst murderer ever if I do that. I'll persuade him. You wave the Superman comic in the air and hope it doesn't come across like a taunt. The Qualanock slides out his trapped boot and limps after you. You drop the comic and run towards the shore. You make it to the floe edge, your knees scream at you, and the Qualanock is close behind. Frozen platforms lead out into the sea. You close your eyes and leap. When you land on the floe, the wet ice cracks under your boots. Oh, not a good idea. You slip and slam onto the platform. Behind you, the Qualanock is determined to follow. You pick yourself up and leap. Well, after stepping in that trap, of course he wants to kick her ass. Crack. Uh-oh. You and the Qualanock advance into the sea, one floe at a time. Crack. Uh-oh. One of these is not going to be a crack. It's going to be something creepy. Crack. Crack. Oh, there's that singing I hate. Oh no. Crack. Maybe the cracking isn't even us. Maybe it's this thing under the ice ready to pop out. Crack. What's gonna happen? Oh no. What's going on? Don't like the look of that. There's some fish hanging out. Looking up through the ice floes. Not doing too much, being pretty unassuming fish. It's fine, just swim on by, fishies. Nothing to see here. Oh, God, what the fucking God? 50 years ago, only a child. The Qualapalak took you beneath the floes as you had never known you wanted. Okay, so we got taken because we were out on the floe. Sometimes when your brother comes to fish, you tap the ice beneath his feet, wondering if he knows it's you. Probably not a great thing. I mean, it probably scares the fish away, and then on top of that, traumatizes your brother. You watch him grow old without you and pass on. The wound feels fresh on your ageless skin. But as the decades pass, you feel safer under the sea than in the settlement. The Qualapalak takes care of you, loves you, and you grow close with the children she captures. You bury your toes into the seafloor and settle in for a tale. The Qualapalak, old as time, always has more stories. God, and these are like all the dead, possessed children, or just doomed to live with this freakish lady forever. So like the lady's not like inherently evil, she's just really lonely. Still creepy though. Our tales are narratives of human experience, and therefore they do not always tell of beautiful things. But one cannot both embellish a tale to please the hearer and at the same time keep to the truth. The tongue should be the echo of that which must be told, and it cannot be adapted according to the moods and the taste of man. I'm gonna destroy this name. Osarkak to Rasmussen. Sure. Oh, okay. Was that the whole game? That was super interesting. Yeah, that was the game, guys. That was really, really interesting. Very, very cool. I liked it a lot. That was a lot longer than I thought it was going to be, but it was really neat that it sort of like bounced around from vignette to vignette, and not every story like sort of fit together, but some of them did, and there was this overarching theme in it. Obviously, the Qualapalak was like this creepy thing that was very otherworldly, but ended up not being an evil thing. It, like I said, it was just lonely, and it wanted children of its own, I guess, and that's kind of neat. Like I said, I really like the idea of this being an oral history that's passed down from this tribe, and them sharing it through a game form. I think that's really awesome. And hopefully you guys enjoyed this. This was way different than I thought it was going to be. I honestly thought this was just going to be straight up horror from the screenshots, but it ended up being something a little bit more. It was a nice little experience. But anyway, guys, if you enjoyed this game, please be sure to hit the like button, share the video and favorite it. Also be sure to subscribe to me if you guys haven't already. For those of you who have, thank you so much for all of your support. You guys are the best in the world. I love every single one of you. And as always, it was great seeing ya. Bye-bye.
Girbeagly.